P.O.D. with Rock the Party. This is the CVT guitar lesson for Terry. And Terry, this is pretty straightforward, man. Delay is a big key in this one. Having that echo behind it. Outside of that, it's really, really simple to play. The tuning is drop C. So C, G, C, F, A, D. Same as drop D tuning, the concept, but everything's a whole step down. So what you want to do here, hopefully you got a delay because it's really so key for this. But you're gonna, a power chord in this tuning, all you gotta do is bar the top two strings. So 2nd fret E and A, and I put 8X D under the first one. It's like 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2A, 4D is a 3 count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last one is 5th fret barred on the E and A. So think of it like this: 8 times with your delay, you're only hitting it once. 3 times and 5 times, which 5 plus 3 is 8. Ends up giving you 8 and 8, depending on how you want to look at that. But that goes 4 times, and then right after that, just hit the first chord, the 2nd fret on the E and A, and let it echo and echo and echo. I mean, it's you hear it about 12 times, but it cuts out on the last 4, which would be 16. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Then you'll come in back on the first part. That's the verse. Okay. The next part you come across comes in at 43 seconds in. Still has delay on it. They're called octaves. And what you do, 7A, 9G. And I'm muting the E string with the tip of my first finger. I'm muting the D with the angle of the first finger. And so you should just hear the A and G string, but you're going to strum the A through G. I just mute the E. It's just a good habit to do in case you'd accidentally hit it. So you'll strum it, let it ring. 2, 3, 4 again. On the second time, slide way up here to the 14th and 16th fret. That might be a little tricky if you're not used to it. And then 10th and 12th fret. It's all same strings, octave. And then start it over. 1, 2, 4. Okay, that'll end up being 4 times. Then you go back to section 1, 6 times at 1:02. And then section 3 comes in at 1:31. And it's just a play off of what you just did, but now he's strumming it. You'll do the 7A, muted D, 9G. It's 17 times, but I would think mathematically, if you have to count it, there are 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and then the 17th hit, we're going to slide up to the 14th and 16th fret. It sounds like this. So in your tabs, just pay close attention to the how many times to strum those. So when we slide up, you get to 14, 16, you'll go up, down, up, down, up. Move it over to 10 and 12 and go down, up, down, up, down, up. So 6 times. Okay, and that'll go 4 times. It's really the bulk of it. Oh, here's a cool part coming up. Section 4, 1:50 in. Kind of a funky groove part. It goes. Oops. Try it again. You're going to substitute an end chord each time. It's open E and A. You're going to do a hammer on to the 2nd fret E and A. So hammer on is just slamming your fingers down without hitting it. I'll hit the open E, A, and then hammer. I didn't hit the 2s. Okay, once you get there, lightly relieve the pressure, drop all 4 fingers down over all the strings softly and go down, up, down, up. Basically top 3, 4 strings. You have... Do it again, followed by 2 mutes. And then strum the 2nd fret. And follow the picking, or in this case, strumming in this. And then move that bar on the 2nd fret up to the 7th fret and go down, up, down, up. The second one's the same thing, but the last chord instead of the 7th fret on the E and A, is the 5th fret A, 7th fret D. But you're still going to go down, up, down, up. So you have... And even in that, I mute underneath string 6 in case, so in case we hit it. Alright, that whole section is 4 times. So 1 time is this. I'll slow it down a little. You do that 4 times, and then top of page 3, really everything's repeats. The 2 minute 10-second timestamp, section 3 and 1. 2 minutes 49-second timestamp, section 1 and 3. Just follow how many times it's in there. And then you end, there's 2 things on the end. You can pick or choose. 5A, 7G, muting the D string. Those are the octaves, right? You would strum those 3 strings, A, D, and G, and slide it a whole step sharp. That means 2 frets higher to 7-9. If you don't want to do that, you can just end it on the barred 2nd fret E and A string. By bar, it just makes more sense to use 1 finger than 2. You use 2, you might end up hitting underneath strings. A bar serves a better purpose, just a better way to approach it. So either one. Or, and like I said, effects are key in this one, man. So, really, really simple though. If you can dial in the effects and get it, on the same beats. On my effect unit, I can tap it like for a few seconds and it'll set how the beat of the echo is. You can't do that on all of them, but cool song, to break into the basics of like metal and a drop tuning, this type of metal. All right, so appreciate it, Terry. Thanks. Have fun with this, man.